Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. to the air. Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On third down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Mixon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Got his man, Dell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And again, back to Komet. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A pass complete to Odunze. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. 6-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, here's Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Houston's offense taking over again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. On the bootleg, Stroud. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Stroud off the play fake. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Stroud sets up the play action. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he's got room. And he gets it down to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Stroud had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Stroud looking to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Stroud. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better, because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To the air, Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Williams. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps. And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well. You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Williams. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Swift. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Johnson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. The Chicago offense set to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Santos' kick is up and through, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, here's Williams. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 60 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Stroud to throw it. This one left side caught by Collins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the 2nd half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8. To the air, Williams. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Third and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Williams throwing to start the drive. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A pass complete to Odunze.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 1st down. To throw, Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To the air once more, Williams. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.